Good morning, W. Ross. Today is Thursday, September the 28th, and tonight after school at 3 o'clock is a cross-country meet for the W. Ross Open, and tomorrow is a PM Friday, and first we have Mrs. Cresswell with an announcement.
Some special events that were going on this week. So Miss Gillen mentioned on Monday that it was Franco-Ontarian Day. So a few people asked me about that. Where are the Franco-Ontarians? Where are the French-speaking people in Ontario? Well, there's lots of bilingual places like Ottawa, Sudbury, North Bay, Timmins. And I think because we're a bilingual country, it's important to remember that there are people who speak French, as well as those of us who speak English as our first language, and many other languages. But it is a bilingual country, so it's good to take part and recognize some of these special events. So Franco-Ontarian Day every year, September 25th. Second announcement, the Rainbow Club will be meeting today and every Thursday at 12:05 in my room. So we've had a great group of people, some interesting conversation, and one of our senior students will be leading the topic for today. So come on out at 12:05. Last announcement. We've got a lot of great events going on this week. The Terry Fox Run is tomorrow, but there's another event. And even if you don't have it's called Orange T-shirt event. And even if you don't have an orange T-shirt with you here this week, it's important, I think, to know about some of these things. So what is Orange T-shirt Day? If you listen to the news, you might hear words such as reconciliation, and you might hear topics about our Indigenous people in Canada. We used to use the word Native people, and now we say Indigenous. And so what is Orange T-shirt Day? Well, it is a legacy of the St. Joseph Mission Residential School. And this was a residential school different from our residential school. This was a residential school for Indigenous students. And it grew out of one lady's story. Her name's Phyllis. And she told a story about having a shiny new orange T-shirt taken away from her on the first day of school when she was at the mission when she was 6 years old. So since then, across Canada, local governments, schools, and organizations have participated in Orange Shirt Day as an opportunity to affirm our collective commitment to the ongoing process of reconciliation. And what is that? You might hear it on the news, and our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has said that he's making it a priority. Reconciliation as a way of thinking about what happened, a way of apologizing, a way of saying this should never happen again. So almost a way of like, how can we make up for what has happened in the past? It has become an opportunity to keep the discussion on all aspects of residential schools happening annually. Here's Phyllis's story, just to give you an idea. Phyllis, her name was Jack at the time when she was a young girl. She arrived at the residential school in 1973. So that would have been about the time I was going to primary school. I went to the mission for one school year, she says. I had just turned 6 years old. We never had very much money and there was no welfare, but somehow my granny managed to buy me a new outfit to go to the mission school. I remembered going to Robinson's store and picking out a shiny orange shirt. It had string laced up in front and was so bright and exciting, just like I felt to be going to school. When I got to the mission, they stripped me and took away my clothes, including the orange shirt. I never saw it again. I didn't understand why they wouldn't give it back to me. It was mine. The color orange has always reminded me of that and how my feelings didn't matter, how no one cared, and how I felt like I was worth nothing. All of us little children were crying and no one cared. So, if you've got an orange T-shirt, wear it tomorrow. If not, just be aware that these are some of the issues being talked about in our reconciliation talks. Thanks. Have a good day.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Cresswell. Now we have Ms. Gillen for a student council announcement.
Thank you, Kyle. I have our elections for this year's Student Council. Our secretary will be Alex A. Our communications director will be Justice B. Our treasurer, Caleb A. Vice president, Liam H. And that leaves our president as Lily F. Congratulations to everyone. Looking forward to all the activities you have planned this year.
Good luck, guys. Now, Miss Plant.
Good morning. Here are a few facts and dates about Terry Fox. Terry Fox was born in Winnipeg, Manitoba on July 28, 1958. Terry discovered he had a malignant tumor in his right leg, and his leg was amputated on March 9, 1977. Terry begins training for his Marathon of Hope February 1st, 1979. On April 12, 1980, in St. John's, Newfoundland, Terry dips his artificial leg into the Atlantic Ocean and begins his long journey across Canada. After 143 days, Terry stopped running outside of Thunder Bay. That was on September 1st, 1980. On February 1st, 1981, Terry's hope of raising $1 to fight cancer was reached. After Terry's long battle of cancer, he died June 1981. Now, in September 2017, 36 years later, we are still celebrating Terry Fox, and continuing the walk, run to raise money for cancer research. Look forward to seeing everybody there.
Now we have sports.
This is your senior resident's daily sports report with Scoop Reed, Lefty List, Hometown Harris, and veteran reporter Microphone Brules.
Good morning, sports fans. This is Hometown Harris with your morning sports report. Training camp for both the Bills and Jets finished last night, and both teams are counting down the days until Tuesday's Silver Cup Classic. From my observations, both quarterbacks looked ready, and the offenses for both teams appear to be running on all 8 cylinders. Jets head coach, Stan Kazmarek, was pleased with how his team has progressed during training camp and was looking forward to Monday's press conference to let the fans know that the Jets were ready to take back the cup. When I asked him to expand on the Jets' preparation, he replied, "Wait until the press conference." He did tell me that all of his players would be available to the media, including the rookies on the team. Coach Bruce of the Bills told me that there was an air of confidence within her team. She told me that while the Bills certainly respected the Jets, they did not fear them. Monday's press conference will start at 7:30 in the Otterdome and will also feature guest performances from both the Jets and Bills Spirit squads. Microphone Brules will be hosting the press conference, and Screech Rideout and myself will be there asking all the hard questions that you fans want to hear. One final note, my Vegas insider tells me that the Bills are currently a 2-point favorite to retain the cup, but the odds could change over the weekend. That's it for sports. I'm Hometown Harris, and I'm out of here.
Next we have Emily with cheerleading announcement.
Hey guys, there will be a cheerleading practice from 6:30 to 7:30 tonight on the first floor of senior residence.
Today's weather, it is currently 13 degrees in Brantford with an expected high of only 19 today, much cooler than what we've been experiencing for the last little while. We might even see a little rain tomorrow for travel. Back to you, Kyle.
Oh, I hope rain doesn't cancel Terry Fox run. And finally, we got cooler. So I hope you guys enjoy the nice cool weather outside. It's a nice day finally to get outside and enjoy it. And hope you have a good and cool Thursday.